What's up, all my Gex fucks? It's me, the Gexpert, and we are back for another episode of the Voiceover Gex podcast. The only podcast on the entire internet where we 100% all the Gex games, and then I later voice over my gameplay of said games in the podcast format. It is great to be back. It's been a little while since the last episode of this series, but I'm excited to be back. I've just been kind of caught up. I've got many Gex related projects in the works, and so I'm excited to continue on. So we are starting off with Gex Entered the Gecko. That's going to be the first game we're playing through this. It's definitely the most well-known of the Gex Trilogy, and also one of the greatest, if not the greatest game ever made. Like, it is up there alongside the other greats, like Gex 3 Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko, and Gex 1, and Peggle Dual Shot on DS, like those, like the kind of the greats of video games. It is right up there alongside of them, and I personally believe it to be the best game of all time. So we are entering the next level, in the. Oh, me too. I'll also be hungry for another Gex. That's some classic Gex chicanery right there. Anyway, in the last episode, we played through the first two levels. We got everything, all the remotes, everything we needed to do in the first two levels. We fought the lizards suck. But my favorite, my favorite Gex is. Wait. I actually don't know this. Are lizards and Gex, or geckos and lizards the same thing? Okay, all geckos are okay. What the fuck? Gex is a lizard. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that about my favorite Gex? What the... I'm sorry. I do get a bit angry sometimes. I can't stand when people make fun of my favorite Gex, because he means so much to me. If you're gonna disrespect not even just geckos, lizards as a whole, it's gross. It's not right. It's disgusting. That's what it is. Disgusting.
I'll beat this level, but in an hour I'll be hungry for another.
Me too, Gex. I'm always hungry for more Gex levels. He really gets it. It's like every time I finish a level of Gex, I'm just like, oh, they're itching to start the next one. It's just, there's something about Gex. It's like they put crack in the game or something. God. Anyway, as I was saying before I got on that whole tangent about lizards and geckos, and very heated, got very heated. But as I was saying, in the last episode, we played through the first two main levels of the game, got everything we needed in those. We defeated the first boss, the Tiki Brothers. It was a tough battle, but we were victorious. We fought hard, and Gex is ready to move on, because we're making it to Res, and we're gonna take him down! Sorry, again, I'm very passionate about Gex, if you couldn't tell. We also played through the first bonus level of the game. That was based off the classic property, where like the classic movie. It was like a parody of it. That movie, you know, with like the temples and like exploring and the puzzles. That movie, it was by Lucasfilm. Had Harrison Ford in it. Star Wars, yeah, it was based off of Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, personally, I think Star Wars would be a lot better if they had a Gecko with sunglasses that made a lot of pop culture references. I think that would, like, improve the series, but whatever. George Lucas just didn't deem it necessary to include that, which I think was a mistake, but well, whatever. There's not much you can do about it. But anyway, it's a great to get a Gex level based off of Star Wars. Alright, so anyway, right now we're going through the next level. This is the shit, I'll be honest, I forgot the name of this level. That's why it's always good to have access to the internet. Enter the Gecko levels. Let's see what it's called. Let me open up the Gex wiki. It's always good to have the Gex wiki on standby. This entire wiki is etched into my brain. It is okay. The first Kung Fu Theater level. So it's always good to get to that. Anyway, so we're fighting that. We're fighting the ninjas. They're jumping out, trying to attack us, but Gex isn't just gonna give up without a fight. It's gonna stop them. And ooh, it's opening up some hidden panels on the floor. It's always exciting. Anyway, yeah, it is good to be back recording these. Now it's actually been a little while since I've recorded this footage that you're seeing right now. So it's kind of fun, like, voicing over it like this, because I don't remember, like, exactly what I did. So it's kind of like, it's going to be different, like, to some of the other Voiceover Gex podcast episodes where I kind of, where it's, like, voiced over, like, right after I record the gameplay. So this, you get a kind of different perspective, and I think that's what makes the Voiceover Gex podcast so unique and so beautiful and special. It's truly, like, my favorite thing. I've talked about this before, but, like, this is truly my passion project, and to anyone sitting here watching me talk about Gex, the greatest game of all generations, truly. I think that's something that unites us all together, our universal love for Gex. But anyway, just to be able to make this podcast, it's wonderful, and so I appreciate you watching that. So it's great that we get these different kind of episodes where some, like, it's very fresh in my mind of exactly what I did in the episode, and sometimes it's been a little while since I recorded the gameplay. Yeah, I believe I also have 1 or 2 more episodes, like, the gameplay recorded for. I can't remember exactly how many, but, yeah, expect those soon. I hope to have less of a gap in between Voiceover Gex podcast episodes. But the important thing is we're coming together and we're talking about Gex, and God, I love this Gecko. So right now I'm kind of smashing as much as possible, trying to kind of get the collectible bonus, but unfortunately the path I'm currently on, you cannot get the collectible remote. There's just not enough of the little collectibles there, which is unfortunate because I spent the entire time trying to get enough, but it's okay because it just means that there's more Gex to play the next time I go through this level, and that's amazing. It's always great when you have to, like, repeat a level in Gex to, like, get something you missed, because it means you get to play more Gex. That's amazing. And there we go. Our first remote in Kung Fu Theater. Yeah, we're back into the media dimension, but we're hopping right back in to the Kung Fu Theater for more. It's tail time. That's what I'm saying. He really gets to me. Like, I think just, like, on such a deep and, like, emotional level, I get Gex. I understand that Gecko. Like, he's truly me. Like, I see myself in him. Here I'm actually re-entering the same path I went for the other one, because this level kind of revolves around there being like two, like at the start, it branches off into two paths, and each takes you to a different remote. But just to be sure that I get enough collectibles for the remote at the end, I'm going back through, and I'm just getting everything I can in this path, just so I know I for sure have enough to get that remote. I want a vase with Gex's face on it. I think my life would drastically improve if I got a vase that had, or like a pot that had Gex's face on it. You ever wonder what, like, Gex is thinking about? It's like... Like, what is he thinking? What is it like to be a gecko with sunglasses? And I think, like, there's just something about Gex that just... It's like we're one and the same.
I'm invincible.
I think I literally am him.
The things I do for Mushu.
I'm sorry. Gex's jokes never fail to crack me up. He's the funniest gecko with sunglasses I've ever seen in my life. And that is some tough competition. There are some funny ass geckos with sunglasses, but Gex just takes the cake. I think the jumping sound effect from Gex is, like, ingrained into my mind. Like, it is music to my ears whenever I get to hear Gex's jump sound effect. It's beautiful. I love that jump sound effect.
Oh, great. The dream sequence from Brazil again.
Oh, not again! God! I keep getting that dream sequence from Brazil, you know what I'm saying? God, not again.
This is going to be one expensive Easter egg hunt.
That's what I'm saying, Gex. God.
Slip of the tongue, baby.
Slip of the tongue, baby. I've been working on my Gex impression. I hope people appreciate it. So, yeah, as you can see here, I'm going through, kind of collecting all the collectibles. I got pretty much everything I can from this route. And then once I get it, about now, I'm ready to head back. And we can go to the other path. And now that I got basically everything here, I'll have enough. So, it's always important when you're playing Gex. You always want to make sure you're going through as much of the level as possible whenever you're going for that remote. That's my Gex Pro tip. If you want to get all the collectibles, you got to play the game. So, keep that in mind while you're playing. So, as the camera is there, you kind of got to peek at some that were left. I think I'd choose to pass them, though. Yeah. Fish 1, fish 2, fish 3. Red fish, blue fish. Fuck. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. I know books for children. I know the name of one of the most popular book series of all time, I swear. Definitely didn't almost fuck it up. I'm sorry, it's just my brain. Anything not really related to Gex, it just kind of all gets like mushy up there. I don't really remember much that's not Gex. It's just all Gex up here, all the time. So here, I'm kind of exploring thoroughly, checking for any secrets that could be lurking. You never know where there might be a secret. I mean, I kind of know that's the way to go now. I didn't know if I was going to go back to check for more. Whoa, Gex, watch out! That guy's got a weapon! That guy's got a weapon! Okay, phew. God, I was worried about Gex there. God, that could have gone horribly. Okay, Gex, that you don't. Gex, I can't defend. Don't do that, Gex. Please don't do racist Chinese impressions, Gex. I not gonna be defending Gex on that one. Yeah, just making sure to check every little nook and cranny of the level. That's always important when you're playing some Gex. Wow, this is pretty fucked up, Gex. Kicking someone out just because they don't match the carpet. I'm sorry, I'm being mean to Gex right now. Anyway, so right now, we're outside. You fucking idiot! You fucking idiot! Why would you fall off there? Okay, so I fall off the roof and now I have to go back because I'm worthless. I wish I was good at Gex. Okay, so I don't think I'm good at anything. But you know what? Getting back up again and fighting another day. That is the Gex way. Look how Gex does it. He falls, and he gets right back up there on the roof, ready for more. Because Rez isn't gonna defeat himself. We gotta keep trying. I think that's what's so beautiful about Gex. Keep trying. Just because Gex fell off the roof in Kung Fu Theater doesn't mean that we have to give up. So we can get back up there and we can try again. And I think we can all take something from Gex. If we learn from Gex and follow in his footsteps, we can all be Gexperts. And that's what's so beautiful about this game. So here is where the cannon's introduced. This is such a fun gimmick. Like, I get to give a Gecko artillery. That's so much fun! Yeah, it kind of encourages you to shoot those two gongs there, shoot up, and this is kind of where Gex's level design genius comes into play, because those cannons will actually be useful for the boss fight later on in the level, but we're introduced to them in a safe environment that encourages us to experiment with them. And I think that's part of the beauty of Gex's level design. It's truly the greatest game ever made. I don't know what else could be. Okay, so we're back on the roof, and that's kind of where this path revolves around. Like, you gotta slowly climb up the two towers and make your way to the top. So here I fall again, and I gotta go back through because, like I said, it's been a little while since I played this, but I'm pretty sure I somehow completely missed the obviously climbable wall back there. Oops. I can be pretty dumb sometimes. I will admit that. But there is a clearly climbable wall to get up. Okay, I did notice this time. I thought it took me a little while. Still, I did fall at first, and that was. Damn it! That damn lizards suck again. Gex doesn't suck. Gex is beautiful. He's beautiful. We're all beautiful, just like Gex. I think Gex truly inspires me to be a better person. Tail time! So, as you can see, we get the collectible remote here. I don't know what these are officially called, I'll be honest. And I think that's another thing that's important with Gex. Sometimes you just gotta be honest when you don't know something. I don't know what it's called. Those little like collectibles are, because like collectible kind of implies like the remotes, but like I mean like the essentially like in what other games like that one series that's like the Gex ripoff, you know, like Mario. I'm sorry, that was mean to Mario. I didn't mean to. No ill will towards other games. I don't mean it like that. It's just it's tough, because like Gex is the greatest game ever made. It can be tough to like not see other games as like lesser, because like obviously like there are games like Mario 64, which like had like some influence, but like nowhere near the influence on 3D platformers like Gex Enter the Gecko. Truly, like, I do truly believe that Gex Enter the Gecko is the most influential game ever made, taking the Gex franchise and turning into 3D, revolutionizing 3D platformers. So, like, I feel bad, like, sometimes it's hard to not, like, after playing Gex, which is the most influential game of all time, it's hard to not compare it to other games. But I truly don't mean to disrespect other games. It's just there's nothing out there like Gex. Anyway, like I said, in a game like Mario, you have like the coins. And the like collectibles kind of reflect that in Gex, but they're different in every level, and you got the 3 different ones. So I just kind of call them collectibles, collectible remotes. Maybe at some point I'll kind of look into a better name for them going forward, but. I think the game calls them reward remotes, actually, now that I think about it. I guess, yeah, that works, but, like, also, I gotta get enough collectibles in the level, so I'm still gonna call those things collectibles. Anyway, I got on the whole tangent about what to call these things. Anyway, so right now we're fighting these tougher red ninjas, and they throw ninja stars, which... it's deadly. You ever throw a ninja star at a gecko? Not a pretty sight. So, we gotta be careful to avoid those. Geckos are not ninja star repellent. I did learn that the tough way. And here's Gex got stuck in a block for a few seconds. That's not good, but don't worry. He's safe. He safely made it out there. You don't have to worry. I know. I was personally freaking out when I saw that. I was horrified for what was happening to my favorite Gecko, but he made it out safely because Gex perseveres. He perseveres. That's the word I was looking for earlier. He perseveres, and I think that's what Gex teaches us. Perseverance. Yowzers. I don't know why I said that. That made me. I'm not gonna say yowzers again. I do apologize. So here we are fighting the deadly dragon. It's a mini boss, and like I said, well, like I was talking about before, those that cannon is was kind of introduced to us earlier, and I think that's where the like beauty of Gex's level design really shines. So we're fighting here, and I'm also again, I realize this is kind of towards the end of the level. I'm getting close to the next remote, and I do want the bonus remote for this area, so I'm definitely like looking around trying to find it. But I am also focusing on this. Now here, you see, this is where I'm making a mistake. I'm going the same way as the dragon. This is where I realize, okay, it's more efficient to go the opposite path of the dragon. Because if I'm just chasing after it, that I'm never going to catch up to it. Or if I do, it'll only be for a little bit. This, like, gets me the dragon much quicker. So that's my Gex tip of the day. Spin the cannon the opposite direction the dragon's going, and here that way you can get like you'll be able to line up shots more easily, and you'll usually be able to get off more shots on it at once. So yeah, we gotta watch out for that fire, kind of tactfully dodge it. It's very important when you're playing Gex. Always dodge the fire. Generally in most games, walking into fire, not good. Not a good idea. It's not a fun time when you walk into fire. Gex is no exception to that. Try to avoid the fire. And with that, we defeated the dragon, and the doors open. Now, this is where the remote is, but again, I'm still looking for the secret hidden silver remote. That Gex statue is beautiful. I would love something like that in my house. Like, just imagine a giant Gex statue like that. It'd be beautiful. Yeah, so I do end up collecting the remote. But like I said, we still need that hidden remote, and yes, it's on there. They are called reward remotes, so that's good to know. But I'm still kind of calling them the little things you pick up for them, collectibles. So anyway, we are going back into the level because we need that hidden remote. We are not leaving this Gex level without it. And so at this point, I am going through everything. We gotta check every nook, every cranny, every crevice, every crack, every amount of synonyms for every hole, every spot. Checking under tables, sure. We'll look under every table in this game because we need to find that hidden remote. Do you think, like, if Gex met me in real life, do you think he'd like me? Like...
Hey, where's Tom Boo and the geishas?
Like, do you think we'd get do you think Gex and I would be friends, or... I mean, like obviously, like, he's, like, a fictional Gecko, unfortunately. But, like, if he was real, like, do you think he'd be my friend? Do you think Gex would be friends with me? Would he like me? Because, like, I don't know, I guess, like, I want him to like me. Like, he means so much to me. And, like, his games have, like, impacted my life so deeply, and, like... Do you think he'd like me? I don't know. Tail time. That's what I'm saying, Gex. It's tail time. You see, when you live like, you see, like when fuck, truly, like when I live my life by the motto, it's tail time. To me, it's always tail time. There's never a time where it's not tail time, and I think that's a beautiful way to live. I wouldn't have it any other way. Anyway, like I said, we are checking every crevice of this level, trying to find that hidden remote. It is our last objective in this level, and then we can check it off the list and move on to the next one. Yeah, overall, I think this is a fantastic level. Like every level in Gex, there's truly not a single bad level. I mean, I have not played through. I'll being fully transparent, I've not played through the entirety of the game, but everything I've played through so far is wonderful, incredible, and I truly doubt there will be a single bad level in all of Gex because it's Gex. It's Gex. It's Gex. Again, this is up there with some of the greatest of all time, like Surf's Up on the Wii and Nestor's Funky Bowling on Virtual Boy. Gex is right alongside these legendary games, and I think it surpasses them. God, I'm worthless. It's not that hard. God, it's not that hard of a level. Am I good enough for Gex? It's like he's... Damn it, I just keep falling, and it's just, he's so cool and funny, and he has to defeat Rez, and I don't know if I can help him. I don't know if I'm good enough to help him defeat Rez. I don't know if I can. Maybe Gex wouldn't like me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. You know how Gex just kind of gets you like thinking about stuff. I think Gex is like, I think that's what makes Gex such a beautiful work of art. Like it makes you feel like nothing else does. Like the wave of emotions.
Yes, I'm here to pick up my laundry.
Joy, anger, pain, grief. And I mean, I don't mean that as a bad way, but like, just everything about Gex, it makes you feel. It makes you think.
Getting through this level or divvying up the check?
I mean, obviously, most of it is just pure joy. I never feel happier than when I'm playing Gex, but at the same time, it makes you feel so much more than that. And that's what makes Gex so beautiful. Like when I was saying, it'll sometimes make you feel anger and pain and grief. That wasn't meant as to like detract from Gex. I think that's what makes it beautiful. Gex makes you feel alive. I think every emotion can be felt while you're just Gexing around. And that's what makes this game so beautiful. So like anything else. There's nothing that replicates the beauty of Gex. It's truly one of a kind. like, just looking back, watching this footage, recording this, it makes me wish I was playing Gex right now. Like, I am itching to go hop back in and play some more Gex. And I think that's what makes Gex so beautiful. And, like, yeah, I fell there again, but so what? So what? Because I get back up and I try again. I play more Gex. I dive back into these levels. And that's what makes Gex so beautiful. There's nothing on this entire earth like Gex. And I'm so happy we have him. And I'm so happy he's back. Obviously, I have a lot of complaints with this. Limited run games, they are not great. I genuinely, like, did not know about how much disdain a lot of people have for this until recently. For limited run games until recently. But, I mean, yeah, I think most of the criticism is very justified. Limited run games, like, they take forever to ship anything. Forever. There is no reason Gex should take months and months to ship after the digital edition's complete. And, like, also, it does feel kinda it's got me to, like, make these huge collector's editions. I don't know. And then, have them come out so far out after the game that you essentially just have to buy 2 copies or just wait forever, which I'm the Gexpert. I needed to play, and the Gex is finally back. I needed this. But yeah, and I mean, just overall, this is kind of a lame collection. Especially fucking Bubsy. That's right, this was a segue into another Bubsy rant. Fuck you, Bubsy. So, as you know, I have quite the history with Bubsy. As of course you know, because everyone here is very familiar with my Bubsy video, I'm sure. But, obviously, the Bubsy, what the fuck is it called? The Bubsy, the Perfect Collection, was announced, around the time they were doing some Gex trailers. And what did the Bubsy collection do? They parodied a Gex Trilogy, making me think my beautiful Gex was getting another announcement, but no, it was fucking Bubsy. Bubsy! I have played multiple Bubsy games, not because I want to play Bubsy games, but because to defeat your enemy, you have to know your enemy. So I've played multiple Bubsy games. And guess what? They're dog shit. I swear they keep bringing back Bubsy as a joke. It has to be a joke. A sick fucking joke. Genuinely. I mean, not to completely discredit Bubsy. I think the first 2 have their charm. They are solid games. But beyond that, Bubsy 3D is horrible. And then they brought it back for Woolly's Strike Back, which is so nothing, so bland, so boring, so generic. And then that got a sequel. Why do they keep bringing Bubsy back? Anyway, then fucking the Bubsy Perfect Collection gets announced. Whatever. But if you go to the Steam page, it includes all the Bubsy games up to Bubsy 3D. And it includes them on all their platforms. For Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Third Kind, it comes with the SNES version, and the Super Famicom version, and the Genesis version. And then Bubsy 2, Super Nintendo version, Genesis version, and Game Boy version. They couldn't put the Game Boy version in the Gex collections. The Game Boy Gex games are beautiful. It lets you play Gex anywhere you want, and they can't even include it in the collection. The collection I spent $30 on and $200 on for the collector's edition that won't ship for months. But Bubsy gets all this? Fucking Bubsy? I mean this with no hate towards the developers of Bubsy. Okay. The Bubsy games have their merit. I know I've shit on them a lot. I know they are incredibly flawed, especially after the first two. But when you're giving all this to Bubsy, and my precious Gecko doesn't get anything in his overpriced collection, that's when we have a problem. Also, I can't wait for limited run games to have like $5,000 Bubsy editions that won't ship till 20 years after the game comes out. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Oh shit, Gex died.
Flashbacks and I wasn't even there.
Well, you heard it here first. Gex is having Vietnam flashbacks.
Let's get it on.
Anyway, yeah, I'm fairly disappointed in this as a whole. I'm beyond excited that Gex is back. But yeah, I do kind of think limited run games is not great. I've also heard they have horrible customer support, so I hope my Gex collection arrives in good condition and I don't have to deal with their support. I think it is really unfortunate when limited run games releases a game and like merch for a game that's just really cool. Like an inflatable Gex, that's so much fun. I need that. I need all the Gex stuff. A Gex jigsaw puzzle? They released a Gex jigsaw puzzle. That's so cool. I know some people that are huge advocates for Gex jigsaw puzzles. They've been asking for it for years. So I'm so happy they finally gotten their wishes. Anyway, it's like it sucks when a game series you're really passionate about, like Gex, has their release through limited runs, and you have to put up with their collector's editions that come months and months after. I remember the there's some Sega game. I think it was a Sonic game. I remember what it was, but that's shipping. Yeah, that got delayed a bunch after already taking forever. I remember like Persona 3 took like well over a year after being put up for pre-order to actually ship, and it's like it's not great. I know there are like some other things that people have talked about with limited run games, and it just really sucks when you just want the cool Gex merch. Anyway, I'm excited to get my collector's edition. It's Gex. I'm excited for all the Gex contents it includes. But yeah, I do wish it was by someone else. And also, yeah, the Gex collection is not great. I kind of touched on this in the first, but like there's just, they don't do much in the collection, and there's so many things that I feel should be there. Like I said, all the different versions. There's none of the N64 levels, there's none of the Game Boy versions. Like, there's so much more they could be doing with this, and they just don't, and that's really disappointing. So we're back at this boss. I've kind of been just kind of talking a bit, because this is just, like, there's much to say about this Gex gameplay. I mean, obviously, I was having a blast here, as I always am while playing Gex. There's never a dull moment in Gex. But yeah, I think that's another fun thing about the Voiceover Gex podcast. Sometimes we like really focus on the Gex gameplay, what's going on, and sometimes we get to like these little tangents, and that's fun. That's what makes the Voiceover Gex podcast so much fun to record.
You are my secret.
So actually, but as you can see here, is I take that back. I was gonna say I was saving that for when I took damage, but I guess the fireflies fly away from you, so that is actually not a Gex pro tip. Do not just have it hover you until you need it, because it will go away when you actually... Well, actually, I don't know if I took damage from that. It might have blocked me from damage. Maybe it is a Gex pro tip. But I think that's something so cool about Gex. I'm always learning new stuff about Gex. And that's what always keeps me coming back. Every time I play Gex, I just learn so much more about this game's deep mechanics and the world and the story, and that's what makes it beautiful. And Gex as a character, I think there's just so much depth to him. It's great. Anyway, as you can probably tell from if you've watched any of my videos, I get distracted very, very easily and go off on tangents a lot. But I think that's part of the fun of the Voiceover Gex podcast. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. I'm pretty disappointed. Here you can see I'm just shooting whatever, hoping something, because I'm still searching for that hidden remote. Honestly, I don't even remember where it was, because like I said, I recorded this a little while ago, around the time of the first episode. And it's been like a couple weeks since then. So I don't even remember where I ended up finding the remote. But, I mean, I think that's another beautiful thing about Gex. Like, there's just so much to find in these levels. It's like, if you're really going for everything, it'll truly keep coming you back for a while. And that's great. I like that screen transition. That was a nice screen transition. It's tail time. So yeah, there, kind of dive to the next thing. Again, I'm just looking for this last remote wherever. Again, this cannon, I'm just trying shooting wherever. Just anything I can to find that hidden remote. That last hidden remote. It's somewhere. It's somewhere, and I will find it. Gex will find it. I do like how they included the Gex soundtrack, though. That's nice. I do now exclusively listening to music through the Gex Trilogy. Because, I mean, really, the only music I think you ever need to listen to is the Gex soundtracks. I think it's truly where music, like, as an art form, peaked with the release of Gex 1. And then Gex 2 one-up that, and then Gex 3 one-up that again. And they're truly incredible soundtracks. But yeah, as a whole, I think this is a disappointing collection. I think a lot more could have been included, and for $30, especially when, if you wanted it at launch, because you have a YouTube channel dedicated to covering all Gex news, and just Gex in general, you need to buy the game twice. I feel like we're going into conspiracy theory here. I feel like the reason limited run games take so long to ship stuff is so they just hope you buy the game again. It's gotta be that.
We're short round when you need 'em.
That's what I'm saying. God, Gex, he just always has the right thing to say when you really need him to.
Great! I'm lost in Dick Dale's colon.
Yeah, I'm looking wherever because, again, I just cannot find this remote. And again, I don't even remember where it was because it has been a little bit, like I've said a couple times. I'm checking wherever. We're back at the 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish menu. Smashing windows, doing anything I can to find this remote. Actually, I do think I remember where it is. I believe it's in, like, the first room of the like, dragon remote path. I do believe it is somewhere up here is where I end up finding the hidden remote. But yeah, it was a long journey. This is definitely one of the, there's some hidden remotes in this game that can take a while to find. But yeah, see here, I notice there's things up there that I have not been to yet. I think this is where it starts to click for me that, okay, the hidden remote is probably up there. So, this is a jump I believe I tried earlier, but I guess I just messed up and assumed it wasn't possible. But I make it up there. And behind this wall, it's for collectibles. And behind this wall is the hidden remote, completing this level of the Gex, of Gex Enter the Gecko, and putting us even closer to 100%ing Gex Enter the Gecko. God, I love this game. So, this is about it for this episode of the Voiceover Gex podcast. I appreciate everyone for watching, genuinely. It means so much that people want to listen to me talk about my favorite Gecko Gex. And stay tuned for more, because like I said, we are going to be 100%ing the entire Gex Trilogy. We'll play the Game Boy Color games. We'll even play, Gex had some cameos and some other games. We'll play those too. Just everything Gex related. I'll see you all next time. Toodles.